Tonight we report on a fatal collision Sunday night near Mattawa, and Grant County Fire District 3 begins a plan to meet growing demands for services. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Afraid of baseball sneaks in the playoff door, and Big Ben splits a doubleheader with Yakima Valley. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. A strong cold front promising to push through our region overnight tonight. Promising changes in the forecast. All the details in a bit.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News. Your number one source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
Two people died and 7 people were injured in a collision near Mattawa on Sunday night. Roman Rodriguez, a 42-year-old Mattawa man, was driving a 2011 Hyundai Elantra north on Road R Southwest when he reportedly failed to stop at the stop sign at the intersection with Road 24 Southwest at about 10 p.m. on Sunday. The Hyundai collided with a Honda Civic traveling west on Road 24. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, the Hyundai rolled sideways into a vineyard. Passengers Maria Gonzalez Hernandez, a 29-year-old Mattawa resident, and Juan Gonzalez, a 65-year-old Mattawa resident, died at the scene. Rodriguez suffered a concussion, broken ribs, and internal injuries. He was transported to Yakima Memorial Hospital and is listed in stable condition. Civic driver Emiliano Bravo, the 45-year-old driver, suffered chest injuries. The Mattawa man was transported to Cadillac Medical Center and is listed in stable condition. 3 adults, an 8-year-old boy and a 4-year-old boy, also suffered injuries. The Grant County Sheriff's Office reported the collision was allegedly caused by Rodriguez not stopping at the stop sign. Graffiti continues to be a problem in the Larson community, but residents used this weekend as a chance to clean up the neighborhood. Reporter Cameron Probert has the story.
A group of volunteers cleaned graffiti from buildings and fences across Larson Saturday morning. The Light of Larson Ministry, along with a Christian motorcycle group and other volunteers, gathered at 10 a.m. to pick up paintbrushes and paint to cover up various markings left by gang members. Art Brown, with the Light of Larson, said the community has a real problem with gang-related graffiti.
The problem areas is actually throughout the whole Larson community, but the main areas are right along Patton, at the airport, Mini Mart, at the local houses behind the water tower. These are all visible areas for people driving by. Gangs know that they see it and say, this is our territory. Well, this is the Larson community's ownership here. This is our home.
Brown said people have a negative impression of Larson, and his organization wants to change how people see the community. He pointed out the Sheriff's Office noted a decrease in most crimes in Larson last year. The organization had 40 gallons of paint donated by several organizations and people, including Serve Moses Lake.
There is target areas that the houses are covered in graffiti. So I went out the last 2 weeks, looked at it, got permission from the private homeowners. We got permission from the Sheriff's Department on some vacant houses. And so we're hitting those up.
He said the response from the community has been overwhelming. For iFiber One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Grant County Fire District 3 is working on a plan to meeting the growing demand for emergency services in the Quincy Valley. According to Chief Don Fortier, the district is beginning the process to update its strategic plan that was last updated in 2007. The plan provides an overview of fire district operations for the next 7 years, as well as capital needs such as equipment, apparatus, and facilities. Since 2007, the fire district finished construction on a fire station in George, replaced emergency apparatus, and trained personnel in hazardous materials response. The first step of the plan update is developing a work group of fire district personnel to gather data and information, and a community advisory board begin meeting in September. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hello, everybody. Good to be with you. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather Center, and it is brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Here's a quick look at your headlines. Changes in the forecast as soon as the overnight hours. Tonight, we are anticipating for that strong cold front to push through the region, and this will trigger a considerable drop in our temperatures in comparison to this Monday afternoon, with a high of around that 80-degree mark. Cooler and breezy weather out there after this frontal boundary pushes through the region, the high registering around the lower 80s. The normal high should be upper 60s. We'll be seeing more like the normal as we head into this Tuesday afternoon. The low registered at 39, the sunset 8:13 this evening. Here's a quick look at what we've seen across Freight Moses Lake, around 82, the low 40, and the sunset 8:12. Here's a quick peek at the conditions right outside your door. Dry conditions with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures still hanging in there in the mid to upper 70s with a wind out of the southwest at around 16 miles per hour. Now here's a look across the entire region. We noticed dry air mass in the northwest overnight tonight. Spotty showers or scattered showers along the immediate Pacific Northwest and along the area mountains. We're expecting for a bit of a mixed precipitation and even some snow along the higher elevations. Dry conditions expected for Thursday through the weekend, and we'll be seeing spotty shower or two across the area for this Tuesday into Wednesday with that cold front in the vicinity. Here's a quick look at what we should anticipate as we head into this Tuesday afternoon. Quite a difference. Notice these readings, mid-60s Olympia across Seattle and Bellingham, now across the region for Tri-Cities and across Yakima in the mid to upper 60s. After registering these temperatures this Monday afternoon around 80, it is quite a difference. And along the basin, dry conditions, mostly sunny skies, and the temperatures heading into the mid to upper 60s. Now here's a quick look at your extended forecast. We'll be noticing cloud cover increasing as we head into this Tuesday through Wednesday. Slight chance of showers, but as we head into Thursday, drier air mass will filter into place, and notice the temperatures heading back up into the mid to upper 70s, some mid 70s Sunday through Monday. This is all for now. Good to be with you, everybody. This segment brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Now to sports.
Hi. Hi, I see here on my glasses that it's your sales event.
Yeah, we have low APR financing and some great lease offers. Check out the bold new Camry.
Wow, that's really nice. I gotta get a closer look. Wow, there's so much stuff.
Careful.
If I could just see where I was going.
Right now, you can lease a new 2015 Camry for $199 a month with $750 lease bonus cash. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Now this is cool.
That's easy to see.
Toyota, let's go places.
Big Bend split a home doubleheader with Yakima Valley. The Vikings took the opener 3-2. Big Bend got all the runs it needed in the home half of the third. Miles Bigelow went the distance on the hill, giving up 2 runs off 8 hits to record the win. The Yaks turned the table on the Vikings in Game 2, taking the contest 5-0. Yakima jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the team's first at-bat, and then added a run in the 4th, 7th, and 9th to win convincingly. Ephrata needed to sweep a doubleheader from Quincy Saturday to stay alive in the postseason race. The odds of the Tigers coming away with 2 wins were beyond improbable, but Ephrata was able to accomplish the feat. The Tigers took the opener 9-0. Ephrata exploded for 24 runs off 21 hits to run away with the nightcap 24-1. Michael Crowder and Josh Kallstrom provided plenty of offense for the Tigers with 4 RBI each. Logan Moss got the start and the win, giving up 1 run off 3 hits in 5 innings of work. Ephrata will host Othello in a loser-out district game Wednesday at 4:30. The CWAC title was on the line when Quincy took to the road to match up with Grandview Saturday. Both teams were undefeated going into the fuss. Victor Valencia got the lone goal of the contest at the 21st minute to lead the Greyhounds to victory. The Jacks finish out regular season play at home against Sela Saturday. Quincy will finish as the number 2 seed and will host a district playoff game May the 12th. Warden softball swept a doubleheader from Mabton. The Cougars took the opener 18-0 and the nightcap 11-0. Warden moves to 7-1 on the season and into a tie for first with Kittitas. Warden baseball split a twin bill with Riverside Christian to improve to 7-1 with 2 games left in regular season play. Seattle Strikers accounted for 3 goals in the Sounders' win over New York City FC at Yankee Stadium Sunday. Obafemi Martins put the Sounders up 1-0 at the 23rd minute. New York evened it at the 54th minute. Clint Dempsey broke the tie on a slow roller past keeper Josh Saunders. Martin's second goal late in the second half sealed it for Seattle. The win was the 4th in the past 5 matches for the Sounders. Evan Gaddis belted 2 home runs and the Astros held off the Mariners 7-6 Sunday. Houston sweeps a 4-game series with the M's and have won 12 straight. The team is off to its best start in franchise history at 18-7. Houston led 6-0 through 3 innings. The M's rallied to tie it in the 7th. Gaddis launched the game-winning shot in the bottom of the 8th. Seattle drops to 10-15 with the loss. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the Soap Lake Yacht Club, which held its second annual opening day regatta on Saturday. Reporter Cameron Probert was there and has the story.
Dozens of people had the chance to enjoy Soap Lake from the top of a kayak Saturday. The Soap Lake Yacht Club held its second opening day regatta, giving visitors and residents a chance to paddle out onto the lake and enjoy the day. Tom Rawls from the Soap Lake Yacht Club said the attendees were able to explore as much of the lake as they wanted.
I think it's a free-for-all. We're not too structured here. We're just letting everybody just kind of have a good time and go out and enjoy it. The hardy ones, some people have already came from the west beach over there over to here to hook up with everybody and going back and forth. So
the club was renting kayaks and paddle boards for people to paddle out onto the lake. Last year, wind kept the boats on the shore, but the weather was more favorable this year.
Last year when we started this event, we were going to kayak around the lake and find spots that needed to be addressed for litter and stuff. And of course, with the situation there, the wind and everything last year, that didn't happen. And this year we didn't promote it that way at all. It's just opening day of yachting season like they have in Seattle for the big yachts. So here we are with our big yachts.
Rawls said the kayaks work well for the shallow lake. He pointed out if people get tired of paddling, they can walk the kayaks back to the beach.
So yeah, the lake is quite shallow, so that is an option. And we only rent sit-on-top kayaks and stand-up paddle boards. The reason we went with the sit-on-tops, if you fall out of it or tip over or something, you don't have to save the boat. It won't sink on you. Like if you had one, you had to get in.
Nearby, the club's Commodore, Bonnie Guitar, watched as people came to the event. The 92-year-old performer said there is nothing nicer than being the Commodore.
Prep it up right here. Everybody gets together and we have a great time. We talk and visit together, and wonderful people that I've known for years I get to see. I just got to see she was just bringing me some coffee, and how nice they are. I mean, they treat me very well.
Guitar enjoys the area and the people and doesn't expect to move. She was excited about the possibility of the opening day of boating season on the lake growing.
All the things that happen like this today is very special, because when this grows to have 200 or 300 people, think how wonderful that'll be on the lake here. To have that many people with their paddle boards and their canoes and their kayaks. Can you imagine that? How beautiful that's going to be right here?
Saturday's event was the first in a series of boating events planned for the season, Rawls said. The events include a stand-up paddleboard race and a moonlight paddle. For iFiber One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
We'll be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your number one news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today. What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Welcome back. A Tuesday night police chase ended when the driver crashed the car he was driving about 12 miles west of Ephrata. An Ephrata police officer reportedly saw Mario Gutierrez, a 33-year-old Ephrata man, driving a 1996 Buick Century. The officer allegedly knew Gutierrez's driver's license was suspended and signaled him to stop. Gutierrez allegedly fled and eluded police for about 13 minutes before crashing the car on Baird Springs Road Northwest, about 12 miles west of Ephrata. Gutierrez and a passenger in the car, who police have not identified, fled from the vehicle and were not located. Representative Dan Newhouse is hoping to speed up the process for U.S. Bureau of Reclamation studies on surface water storage projects. Newhouse introduced the Bureau of Reclamation Surface Water Streamlining Act recently. The bill sets several deadlines for the Bureau to meet when examining whether a storage project, such as a reservoir, is feasible. Newhouse stated water is lifeblood of the communities in the arid portions of the West, and the current problems with the water supply show a need to make it easier to build reserves. The representative stated the proposed system will allow the Bureau to prepare for droughts better and provide more water for future development. The bill requires reclamation feasibility studies to be completed within 3 years with a maximum budget of $3 million. After more than a year, a new Moses Lake North Dam is now in place along Sand Dunes Road. The Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District held a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Friday. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
It was cause for celebration Friday as construction of the new Moses Lake North Dam was completed with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The dam was shut down in October 2013 after sinkholes and other issues were discovered, and engineers declared the 83-year-old structure was in danger of imminent collapse. After more than a year of planning and a $2 million investment from the state, construction began late last year. The new dam is 18 inches taller than the old one and is separated from the bridge spanning Sand Dunes Road to ensure if the dam has an issue, the road will not be impacted. Among the dignitaries on hand for the opening were State Representative Tom Dent and State Senator Judy Warnick. Warnick helped get the state funding for the project and said the dam will ensure future stability and security for Moses Lake.
I'm so glad that we got it done. I want to congratulate everybody that's out here because I know a lot of you were here that first day that we couldn't even walk out here because we weren't sure how safe this place was. But I appreciate the support and congratulations to everyone for getting this done.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFiber One News.
The 9th annual Big Bend Latino Education Fair is being held on Friday. The free event runs from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the ATEC building at Big Bend Community College. Attendees can participate in workshops, look at information booths, and enjoy music and food at the event. The workshops include information about financial aid, the Students Without Residency program, academic support services, Running Start, and professional and technical programs. Diana Villafana, a Royal City and Big Bend graduate, who was recently promoted to the college's Student Success Center coordinator, is the keynote speaker. The fair promotes access to higher education and informs attendees in English and Spanish about programs and services available at Big Bend. For additional information, contact Rita Ramirez at 509-793-2072. Art Semro American Legion Post, Unit 28, is sponsoring a nacho feed to raise money to help veterans visit memorials in Washington, D.C. The event starts at 5 p.m. on May 16th at the post located at 276 8th Avenue Northwest in Ephrata. The fundraiser finances veterans' honor flights to the nation's capital. This year, the American Legion is raising funds in the name of Justin Peterson, a Wenatchee youth who raised money for about 140 veterans' trips to Washington, D.C. during the past 6 years. A Grant County veteran plans to share a video of his trip to Washington, D.C. In addition to nachos, the event features desserts and a dessert auction. For more information, contact Jane Montani at 509-754-4889 or 509-760-1433. And that's going to do it for us here at iFiber One News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.